Good morning. It is day 12 of Vlogmas. I am Julie. This is Julie Saws Her Own Clothes. Welcome. Yesterday I unboxed two day 12s and one day 11. I don't know where my brain cells were yesterday morning or any other morning, come to think of it, but apologies if any of you have the Fabric Godmother or the Glossy Box advent calendar and I revealed the wrong day to you. I'm sorry if that spoilt your surprise. Hopefully you saw the box number I was opening, skipped forward or switched off, one of the two. So today I am playing catch up, hopefully for the last time. I will be opening two box 11s and one box 12. I've got my coffee and I'm ready to go. I decided I'm going to work from my front room today. I think I can manage without my second screen. So I'm just going to bring my laptop in and I'm going to work from here today. It's nice and warm and cosy. Not that it isn't warm and cosy in the garden room, but it's absolutely chucking it down outside. And literally, I've got a feeling there's a few deliveries due today, and that means me running up and down the garden. It's literally waterlogged out there, even the pathway, the water isn't clearing. So I thought I'm just going to stay up here today. And have you noticed, I've had my hair chopped. I've had my hair chopped off. I put a little bit too much product on it and it's kind of flattened it. So I think it's been a couple of years since I was this short. So it's going to take me a little while to get used to it again. But yes, had the hair chopped off impromptu on the way home last night. Walked past my hairdresser, she waved at me and I popped in. And I just was like, chop it off. Anyway, let's start with Fabric Godmother. Box number 11. I also was reading the comments last night and someone asked me what happened with the Estelle dresser, and I thought, do you know what? I absolutely forgot to come back to you on that one. So I'm gonna show you the Estelle dress. I'm gonna show you that whole scenario where I wasn't sure which of the items I'd made I was gonna wear for that event. So I'm gonna show you today. And the Fabric Godmother box number yesterday, 11, is gold thread, which is quite nice because I think if you have been following, you would have seen on day 6, might have been day 6, I unboxed the gold bias binding and that's a really lovely match. So that's a lovely one from Fabric Godmother. I just got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I do have the fabric from the First for Fabrics Christmas box. I've still got the green and gold and that's a really lovely gold, so maybe I can think of something to make with that. Anyway, Glossy Box, day yesterday, number 11, in we go. And we have a wow styling cream, 1 minute transformation. Well, how handy is that, being as I've just had my hair chopped off? Bit of wow styling cream, which I've never used their products before. And onto dear proper number 12. Don't you find it's weird? I opened two box 12s yesterday and one 11. It just didn't register. Anyway, I'm going into box number 12, gift number 12 from Stacey J's Advent Vlogmas Box of Delights, as I've been calling it. She does like a bit of sellotape, I've got to tell you. She tapes these up well. Oh, this is nice. This is very nice. I have a trio. Not one, not two, but 3 chalk pencils, marking pencils. That is fabulous, and they're white, which is lovely for the darker fabrics, obviously. Ta-da! Lovely, thank you, Stacey. That's great. I watched I watched all of Stacey's vlogmas, but yesterday she made a needle, she's calling it a needle caddy. I have to make myself one of them. It's the best idea I've been exposed to so far in terms of how to manage my needles. I'm just looking, there's a picture that's upside down right behind my head. There's a story to that. That is for the garden room. I need to shift that. Yeah, I've been asking Chris for about 3 months to put that up in the garden room for me, because I know what I'm like and it would be on the wonk if I did it. So that's something that needs to move from there, doesn't it? I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you what I'm wearing. Firstly, I am wearing my earline skirt from the Sewing Bee Make Your Wardrobe. It's not called that, it's called something like that. It was last year's pattern book that was released at the end of the season. So yes, I'm wearing that, and this is the skirt I made to go with my mallard coat, which I have to say I am wearing a lot. It's so comfortable. I love wearing my mallard coat. But what I did do at the end of last month was I made the Estelle dress. If you were following me at the time, you'll recall I made it in a blue velvet. When the blue velvet arrived, it was a very different colour blue to what I was expecting, but you know, that's what happens when you purchase things online, and I didn't really think it suited me. I then made a green velvet jumpsuit, which was the Four Seasons jumpsuit by Ellie & Mac, and I made it with lovely long sleeves, and thought I was going to wear that for an event, a work event. And I put it on, and my husband said I looked like a walking Christmas tree, which kind of put me off. And then I was like, what do? I'm going to show you what I actually ended up doing. So I'm going to show you the items on. So I'm going to go and get changed, come back and show you what they look like on, and then I'll tell you what I ended up doing. Let's go for that. So this is the Estelle dress number 1. Try and get it in the light. You can see it. I wasn't keen on the colour, but the more I see it, the more I think actually it's not that bad on me. I'm wearing it with, I would have certainly worn a lighter, a more finer pair of tights, but I'm not changing these every time I show you what I've got on. But I've got a pair of blue patent, are they Mary Jane's shoes? And this is Estelle. I think we all know it has a bit of an odd shaped front when it's open, and actually when you first putting this pattern on the fabric to cut, it does scramble your brain a little bit. But as you can see, when it's tied up, and I could definitely make this a size smaller. There's lots and lots of room in it, which I don't mind. But yes, this is the Estelle dress, but I wasn't convinced on the colour on me. It's not a colour I'm used to. It's not a colour I'm familiar with wearing. Looks completely different with short hair as well, actually. Yes, the product, too much product, and it's flattened it. So I need to figure that out. It's not meant to look like this, but hey ho, I'm not worried about that. So that is the Estelle. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna show you what I then made that Chris said I look like a walking Christmas tree in. And so here is the Four Seasons velvet jumpsuit, which I'm wearing with a pair of heeled boots. I love the sleeves on it. Do I look like the tree? I guess I might look like the tree. I might look like the tree, but I just love the fabric. I love the fabric, and this came from What Beck Saws, from the lovely Becky and her Instagram D-stash page. I think I probably should have made the sleeves ever so slightly wider, but what I do love about both of these garments is the level of ease in the stretch velvet makes them just so comfortable and wearable, but I think they're very smart as well. So that was item number 2, and this was the one that I was going to wear until the walk-in Christmas tree comment, which definitely put me off. So I went for fabrics to the rescue, and I made item number 3. I'll go and show you what I actually wore for the awards ceremony. So this is the dress that I actually wore for the event. It is an Estelle dress. Again, I made it without the side splits because I really like, it's a bit busy in here, you can't see it that well, I don't think. The lighting's not fantastic. I made a slightly longer sleeve, and I wore it with just a single set of pearls. But I have to say, this velvet is very similar quality to the green and gold. It's thicker, it feels more bouncy, like recoverable, which is nice for the old butt. And I really did enjoy wearing it. I did wear it with these patent leather block heels. I had a very sheer pair of black tights on, and I felt comfortable all night, and I did really enjoy wearing this dress. So 3 dresses, the final one for the event was this one, and yeah, love it. What do you think? Which one would you have chosen? Do you think I made the right choice? I mean, you know, it's Christmas, there'll be opportunities to wear the other 2. I am still considering gifting the blue one because it just seems a lot of similar garments to have in my wardrobe, and I do really like this one. I think because the fabric is thicker, it feels like the fit is a little bit nicer on it, although I have just thrown it over my head, fully knotted up, and didn't have to undo it. So got some great stretch in it, and like I say, I think I potentially could have sized down in this. I think it'd be nice to make a summer version of this dress, and maybe I will size down next time I make it. But that's the Estelle dresses, and the Ellie and Mac Four Seasons. There you go. Finally, you got a reveal out of me. Okay, that's me back in my day wear. I guess another good thing about working from the house rather than down in the garden room or in the office, on Sunday I had intended to make a roast dinner, and because I wasn't feeling all that great, and Chris was a bit exhausted on Sunday as well. That was a bonkers weekend actually. Someone tried to break into the truck in the middle of the night on Saturday, which disturbed us on top of not feeling great. Anyway, the chicken is still in the fridge, so working from the house, it'll give me a chance to put the chicken in the oven and get all of the roast veg ready over lunchtime, because once I'm in that garden room, it's, you know, I never really stop until I leave there early evening, and I only pop back up to the house to make myself a cuppa and to use the bathroom. So I very rarely even stop and have a proper lunch. So I think working from the house will just give me a time to do a little bit more self-care than I normally do on a busy working day. So I'm going to get on with that. I'm going to put the oven on. I'm going to prep the chuck. I'm going to set my laptop up, and I'm going to be housewife worker at the same time. So yeah, my intention was to do a little bit of a show and tell of the sewing room, which I do intend to do, but I'm going to just stop saying when, because something always crops up, and it really is horrid weather out there at the moment, and I don't want to be tripsing up and down today. So I was going to start today, but potentially that is going to be put off. And I've also got sewing items that I definitely need to get started. I feel like we're behind, having a disrupted weekend the way I did, so I want to catch up with some of that. So I'm going to get on with my day. I'm going to say thank you for joining me. I hope you have a lovely day, and that the weather doesn't ruin your plans. I look forward to catching up with you tomorrow if you decide to join me. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and yeah, share any comments what you think of the mix that I have finally revealed with you today. And if you haven't done so, please do consider subscribing to my little sewing channel, and I will see you later. Take care. Bye.